Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What is that one thing that you have invested thousands of hours working on it and now it's useless? I spent months creating an intelligent ripper that recorded betting markets in real time while avoiding their anti-scraper eye. Running the 24th of July 365. Resuming from outages and rate limits. I did it because I had a theory that there was a way to make money on those markets. Betfair al. Without accurately predicting the underlying bet. But I need a large sample size to prove it before investing real money on the theory. Those companies have APIS, but I was too broke to pay for one. Not sure if thousands, but certainly hundreds and hundreds. It was the main thing I did with my life for months and months. Anyway, I did it. Put the dataset together. Turns out I was wrong. There's no money to be made. Every time I think I found a weakness in a market, I realize there's thousands of companies with hundreds of employees all way smarter than me. Not necessarily smarter, just that it's literally their job to find stuff like this. And they've spent years at it. I've done it. I've done it. Quote. He whispered with glee, and now it is time that I'll finally see. I'll learn if my efforts were worth all the woe. He checked on his findings. The answer was no. My degree in education when I realized on my first day of teaching that I picked the wrong major. My school suggested we major in the topic we wanted to teach for undergrad and then go to grad school for an MSED. So at least I ended up with a math degree. But that year of grad school was expensive and demoralizing. I didn't look at other careers or interning as an undergrad because I had blinders on. In the beginnings of the internet, I spent an insane amount of time creating a very comprehensive website on cats. History, breeds, genetics, care, everything. It was very extensive with a lot of info that was often referenced in cat forums or other cat sites. Especially the breeds and the genetic sections. Stupidly, it was located on one of those free domain hosting sites. And for some reason the original files on my computer were lost. However, after a few years of being up, a continuous project in work, I got an email from the free domain provider. I don't remember which it was. Maybe Lycos or Tripod or Angelfire. No idea. That they were very sorry. But due to some whatever problems they experienced, all websites that started with the letters A to G, or K or M, were accidentally erased from the server. That was it. All irretrievably gone. Edit. Thanks a lot to everyone for the tip to look on the Wayback Machine archive.org. I had looked there previously. But no trace. It really, truly vanished. If it makes you feel any better, your website was deleted by a cat sitting on a keyboard. Have you tried the Wayback Machine? There's a chance they might have archived it. In the beginnings of the internet, Wayback Machine wasn't available then. I practiced piano for hours every day for 15 plus years. Performed in multiple countries. Originally went to college for it. Hooray arthritis. I have a friend whose parents were professional violinists in an orchestra. Dad got tendinitis and had to change careers. I got a condition that limits the speed at which I can move my fingers. So I kinda hit a wall when I was learning to play guitar. But then I read about Django Reinhardt. And how he burned most of his guitar fretting hand in a fire. 3 out of 5 fingers completely paralyzed. So what does the man do? Becomes the most famous gypsy jazz guitar player on the planet with just 2 working fingers on his fret hand. https u2.be/az308aarc04. I'll never be that good. But it's an inspiration to keep trying. I spent months developing a DHEAS radioimmunoassay with the intent on using it on lemur blood samples. Ran it unmodified few times and found nothing. Spent the next few months modifying it to increase sensitivity something like 20x, thinking I had messed things up in the initial development. Still found nothing. Managed to find some additional samples from other primates. Everything ran off scale high. Turns out lemurs appear to differ from other primates in terms of their adrenal androgens. They don't really have any. Interesting finding, but God, that was frustrating. Sounds like a paper worth publishing. We did publish it. Given that negative results are always a bit boring, I think it ended up somewhere like the Latvian Journal of Biology and stuff. Series B. Construction. I've worked construction in different trades since I was 14. The goal was to obtain enough knowledge in each trade that I would be able to build my own home. With my 2 hands and no help from anyone. I'm 29 and injured my back recently. I will never recover fully and won't be able to continue in construction. I'm heartbroken as this has been my dream since a young child. It won't help with building your house. But have you considered being a project manager for commercial construction or as a client representative? It's good money. You don't need to be highly mobile. And your experience would be really valuable. Edit to add. This is not the same as being a GC or being the supervisor of the trades. You are just the person reporting on the schedule and budget, running the client meetings, etc. Example that is still in the residential market. Project manager. Multi-family housing new construction https www.indeed.com/viewjob From equals Apsherios and JK equals C334 C2 Air 8 F513532. Example of commercial construction. Construction project manager https www.indeed.com/viewjob. From equals Apsherios and JK equals 450 Deck 3 F1 ECA 9 C25. Project management was my first thought, but I'd rather not deal with shoddy employees or difficult customers. They seem to be getting worse as time goes on. I'm currently thinking of becoming a home building inspector. I've been designing homes since I was 10 and have always had a fascination with architecture, so being an inspector will allow me to see new and different homes on a regular basis.